In a picturesque green meadow, a boy around 11 years old slumped under a sprawling tree watching over a flock of sheep, boredom etched deeply on his face. Nature's symphony of chirping birds and rustling leaves couldn't fight off his yawn. His sighs echoed lazily as he surveyed the tranquil scene, feeling a desperate need to break the monotony. Suddenly, an idea sparked. With a mischievous grin, he sprang up and began to shout, "Wolf! Wolf!" The sheep bleated in alarm as he flailed his arms, faking desperation. His cries pierced the air, reaching the small village nearby. Immediately, villagers, 5 or 6, dropped their tasks and rushed towards the meadow, a mix of concern and urgency on their faces. But as they arrived, bewilderment replaced their worry. The meadow stood peaceful. The boys' laughter broke their confusion, realization dawning on them. Disappointed and annoyed, they grumbled amongst themselves before trudging back home. The boy, however, was delighted with the success of his prank. In his newfound excitement, he decided to repeat his trick. Once more, his cries of "Wolf! Wolf!" echoed through the meadow. The villagers returned, this time, their concern overshadowed by anger. The boys' laughter was met with their scolding, but he shrugged it off, finding their reactions endlessly entertaining. As evening's shadows lengthened, a real threat crept into the meadow. Behind the grazing sheep, a wolf slinked, eyes gleaming with hunger. Noticing, the boy's heart pounded. He leapt up, genuine fear driving his cries. Wolf! Real wolf! Desperation colored his voice, but his earlier deceit had taken its toll. In the village, the villagers, tired of his tricks, ignored his pleas, resuming their daily activities. Panic surged as he ran back to alert them, but no one paid him heed. Tears brimmed as he darted back to the meadow, only to witness the wolf lunging at the sheep. Fear anchored him in place until he broke into a run, sobbing. Sunset bathed the scene in a haunting glow as villagers, hearing the commotion, finally arrived. The sight of the boy, crying and sheep scattered or missing, silenced their murmurs. Regret and sorrow flickered in their eyes as they comforted the devastated boy, realizing too late the truth of his cries. With the sunset casting long shadows, an old man in the village took the boy aside, his voice gentle yet firm. He spoke of trust and the dire consequences of falsehoods. The boy listened, tears still wet on his cheeks, as the old man's words of wisdom sank in, emphasizing that trust, once broken, was hard to mend.